Hey, what's going on, everybody? Now, you know me, you know I eat oats every day. Don't judge me. And you should too. Oats are one of the best, most nutritious foods that you can have for a multiple of reasons. So I'm going to show you how I prepare my oats today because I know that you have nothing better to do than watch me prepare oats. So here's what I do. Here's what goes on. I have coach's oats. I'll have either coach's oats or steel cut oats or the regular whole oats. Sometimes I'll do quick oats, and then I've done a video on instant oats. So if you like instant oats, I have Zodiac Cakes, which is right up here in the description. Zodiac Cakes makes a protein oatmeal because I think the oatmeal should have a little boost, rather than just having oats boosted with something like protein. Get a little bit more out of it than just the carb that you get. So this is what I would have, a little bit of what's called a heaping scoop full of oats. This comes from my protein container. So once I finish my protein, this is about what I have. It's a regular scoop that comes out of your protein. So I'll use a little bit of a heaping scoop there. That's what I start with. Then I'm gonna go with almond milk. That's about a cup, maybe a little bit over a cup. It's gonna be pretty thin here. It's gonna be thin, and I'm gonna bring that to a boil. And I'm gonna let it boil for about a minute. It'll be ready after about a minute. So while that's going to a boil, I'll go to my next step. Is my raisins. A little bit more, covering the bottom of the bowl with raisins. I would say that's a scoop. If you want to measure scoops, that's one scoop of raisins. So this should come to a boil in just a moment. I'm gonna be adding a little bit of cinnamon. That's about a teaspoon of cinnamon. Love cinnamon. Vanilla. This all just give it a little bit of flavor, a little bit of taste. About a teaspoon of vanilla. So what you've got now is like kind of a cinnamon, raisin, vanilla. And I have a little bit of nuts here, little pecans. I'm going to show you in a moment how I'm going to put that across the top, stirring it all up. Now what a lot of people will do is they'll put their protein powder in there. I don't ever cook my protein powder because it sticks too much to the pot. So I've just kind of put my protein in afterwards. So I make sure that my oatmeal, rather than being thick, it's gonna be kind of thin because when I add my protein powder to it, it's gonna thicken up quite a bit. So that's why I don't add the protein powder at first, and that's why it's still kind of very thin, as you can see. It will thicken up as you cook it and the oats absorb the almond milk. It's going to thicken naturally. As you can see, I enjoy protein powders. I got organic, regular what's called pea protein, and I got whey protein here, chocolate, vanilla, protein up there, protein up here, protein all over the place. I think most people don't get enough protein. You're probably not getting enough protein. You should consider measuring your protein intake by looking at the foods that you've got and calculating your protein intake. You should be getting at least 100 grams per day, a minimum 100 grams per day. Most people probably get less than 80. So I think if you boost your protein intake, you would notice a difference. Okay, it's starting to boil a little bit. I don't want it to stick, so I'm stirring it at intervals here to keep it from sticking. There. So it's been boiling for about a minute now, and it's not sticking to the pot. And you can see the consistency is thicker now. The consistency is a lot thicker than it was when I first started. I'm gonna pour that right on in like that. And I want every drop. Oh yeah. All right. Sometimes I have almonds. Today I'm gonna have pecans. And I'll have like a handful of pecans. See, about a handful. And I'm just gonna crush those pecans up, so they're kind of like, kind of chopped. You can have chopped pecans, that'll be fine too, but I just like the whole ones, so I just crush them up. And that's my blend. And I'm gonna blend those in place like so. All right. I'm gonna add about half a scoop of protein. That's about 12 to 14 grams. And the reason why I don't add more than half scoop is because it tastes too pasty. If I add too much protein to this, the consistency changes a lot, and I don't like the consistency. So I'll have like a half scoop, and as I mix it in there, you'll notice it's thickening up. It's all good. Because I know that it's not quite sweet enough, I'm gonna add a little bit of stevia to sweeten it, because I like it a little bit sweeter than what is in there already. So there you have it. Dr. James' favorite oats, one that I have every day, and I may blend it a little bit. I may use something different, but it's basically the same kind of recipe. Now it's kind of hot right now, so what I would do when I'm ready to eat it right now, it's too hot to eat, I'll have like 2 little small ice cubes, and I'll put those in there, and just kind of stir it around, and then the ice cubes will kind of loosen it up a little bit if it's too thick, and also would bring the temperature down to where it needs to be. So that's what I've got. That's my oats for the day. I'm going to enjoy mine, and I hope that you will incorporate this into your diet and have your oats every day. All right? Take care, guys. Make it awesome. Bye.